Hello and welcome to the second ever episode of 5 Flames 4 5. So we've got a lot of interesting matches for you today, starting with Meph on the Snapfire. Then we have Alexa Jax or Alex Ajax on the Undying, Pohohoro on the Bane, and finally Bliss on the Ogre Magi. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, did you get the rune? That was like some rune suicide there. I think you could cast a spell. If you're gonna die, just cast your spells. Do not trade with Undying. It's not gonna work. It didn't work. You can tell it didn't work. Now you know. You hit the tombstone, then you're like, let me chase this Undying. As soon as he goes around this tree, you should go back to hitting the tombstone. Literally one more hit on this tombstone, you would have killed it. You might have died anyway, but you would have got 100 gold. Death Prophet is just kind of chilling under tower, and the Centaur and the Undying are standing up here doing nothing. It feels bad because you feel like you're not doing anything, but also you don't have to do anything. I mean, your guy is just laning for free. They obviously feel like they can't approach the lane, and so you're kind of just giving them something to do. Especially here, like, what's Undying gonna do if you don't step up right there? Yeah, you're dead. Your DP is literally like untouchable. If they're content to just let your DP freeform under tower, you can think about going into the jungle to stack. You can think about rotating to maybe get a rune. If they can't pressure your DP at all, then you can kind of walk away. Just make sure you hold your TP in case they do try to dive the tower. This is honestly the perfect play. You just walk top and you hold your TP so that if DP needs you bottom, you can TP there. Yep. Very nice cookie. Scatterblast. Excellent play. Honestly, that is just a perfect rotation there. And it's timed with the catapult and everything. This is really, really good stuff. I don't know why you have 2 Fairy Fires and no mana regen. The stick makes a lot of sense. You want to try to make sure you land your Q on both heroes. You got to look for those opportunities to land the double decay. You need to go pull. That's a good double decay. When the wave is like this, you're not able to go and fight them. You can't use a tombstone here, you know, you can't dive the tower. Your hero is really, really strong right now, and pulling is important. They can't contest the pull, really. If the ogre tries to come contest the pull, you can just like tombstone and fight him. You don't pull, you stack. People don't like to single pull because it builds this double wave and does, in the long term, push the wave. If you just single pull, you would have probably still denied a creep, and you would have gotten the wave back sooner. Then you'd have a double wave, which a double wave is bad, yes, in the sense that it pushes the wave. But it's also good in the sense that you can be super aggressive. You single pull, you try to get some decay stacks, the second wave comes, now I've got this big wave, right? 2 range creeps. You could just fight them. I like that you're getting the last hits, though. All these shenanigans are helpful, but you could own the lane by just going and casting decay a lot. You're against a double strength melee. Don't full commit. You know, just spam decay until you have a bunch of health and then full commit. You keep kind of committing a little too hard. Well, you just don't have that many decay stacks. I think you can trade with Monkey King. You could definitely have brain sapped him. You're missing health and you have full mana. That is the ideal situation in which you brain sap. You could have brain sapped him twice. You have 1 mana regen per second. It's been like 100 seconds since the game started. So you would have had 100 extra mana. That's a free brain sap. Give him the slurp. Why not? Okay, so you just walked too far away from the creeps to where they couldn't actually hit you. Stand here. When you find yourself in the 2v1 scenarios, you should recognize that this is good for you. So you should just start right-clicking him. And then when he starts to run away, I would actually nightmare him and just click him more. Like, look at this. He's surrounded by so many creeps and 2v1. You should be thinking, oh my gosh, this guy is messing up. There is no world in which he can just fight back if you start to fight him right now. So you should just run at him and click him. In this situation, you can just start right-clicking as a first step. Once you're right-clicking him, he's going to have to either make the decision to full commit into you, or he can decide to start running away. And if he decides to start running away, then you can use Nightmare to stop him running away, get closer to him again, and then when the Nightmare ends, you're going to be in a much better position. I like that you held the skill point until you knew you were going to use it. I think at level 1, this Timber Saw is weak. You are using a lot of resources onto the Disruptor. Maybe you could do more to Timber. Once Timber's level 3, you do have to just ignore him. I don't think you have to do that between minute 0 and 2. Timber is actually very, very weak at level 1. And Ogre is one of the strongest heroes in the game, so... I mean, you're definitely getting Disruptor. I feel like you had a game plan and you executed it. You are keeping the Disruptor, like, from having much impact at all. I respect it. So this is a big missed opportunity. Do you see this right now? Look at this. Stun him. He's gonna tank the tower. He's taking all the creeps. He can't get away with this. This is insane. You probably should have bought a salve earlier and sent it earlier. Just stun him. He's dead, right? You just stun him, he's dead. Right? Am I wrong? This ring is kind of greedy. Long term, it gives you more mana. In the first 5 minutes, if you want to capitalize on that, the mangoes and clarities give you more mana faster. That is a sus salve right there. They canceled it almost immediately. Yeah, and now Timber's 5, so you know, you can't do anything. You should leave. Alright, and that's gonna do it. Goodbye.